What's up, everyone? I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin starting off on the monthly chart. But before we dive into the technicals, I just want to talk about the FOMC announcement, which is at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Now, I hear a lot of people saying that if they don't raise that, it'll be beneficial for the markets, but I hold the opposite opinion, actually. I think if the Fed doesn't raise by 25 basis points at this meeting, the market is going to interpret that as negative, and it could actually cause risk assets to sell off like Bitcoin. So what we want is basically we don't want any surprises. The market doesn't like uncertainty. So the market has priced in 25 basis points. I think Jerome will do 25 basis points, but it is a live meeting and anything could happen. But yeah, I hear a lot of people, on Twitter and on YouTube talking about that, if they don't raise, it's going to be bullish for risk assets. I think in the short term, it could be bearish, and you might actually get a sell-off if they don't raise rates. So yeah, it's not as black and white as people think. So because if they don't raise rates, it's basically signaling to the market that there's some really bad underlying issues right now, which we all know is true. But if the Fed comes out and basically says that they're going to pause and they're not going to raise rates, I think the short-term effect on the market could be quite negative. So that's just my opinion, though. Anyway, let's delve into the monthly chart here, and as we can see, we bounced off that 2017 high perfectly and have rallied up into the midpoint of the Keltner channel here. And yeah, I've been suggesting this 0.382 Fibonacci level as a target. We're basically there now. So yeah, my target's been met from down here, which is good to see. And now just heading over to the weekly chart here, we'll take a look at the oscillators first, and stochastic is in overbought area, but it's turned bullish again, so that's a good sign on the weekly. Also the MACD still showing bullish momentum, and the RSI is looking bullish too. So yeah, the oscillators are looking very positive for Bitcoin. It's suggesting maybe just a little bit more upside here. So yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. Now, yeah, this FOMC meeting is extremely crucial today. So it's what we call a live meeting because, anything could happen. It could, if he doesn't raise, it's going to be bearish for risk assets, believe it or not, in the short term, I think. So, but anyway, if we look at here, we can also see the golden ratio here at 29,500. So you've got double resistance areas here, pretty crucial resistance as well, because that's a golden ratio, and this is a big macro fib as well. So yeah, that would be my target for taking profits, and as you can see, it would be the completion of the fifth wave. So yeah, very nice rally here as predicted in early January, so it's good to see that that's played out. But yeah, wouldn't be longing here, that's for sure, and wouldn't be shorting, so you'd be sitting on the sidelines if you're not in a trade right now. Another thing to discuss as well is the underperformance of altcoins. Unfortunately, a lot of the altcoins have underperformed of recent. Ones like DOT, like these are making lower highs, so that's definitely a concern. Just looking at the BTC dominance here, we are reaching a point of resistance here, so this might be the saving grace. If this rejects off here and comes down, then that means we're going to get an altcoin rally. So yeah, altcoins underperforming at the moment, but there is still hope that we do get a mini altcoin season. But I think a lot depends on this FOMC announcement today, so it's going to set the trend for the next 3 months in the markets, that's for sure. So yeah, heading over the 3-day, as discussed before, we're reaching a pretty critical zone here. So yeah, I wouldn't be angry if you were taking profits up here. And heading over to the daily chart here, using the same Fibonacci levels here. We've still got bullish momentum. We've popped above the 500 EMA and we're still above the 8 MA. So no sign of a retracement yet, but we could get that in the next couple of hours. So we have to definitely keep an eye on things here. Be very interesting to see what the FOMC does today, that's for sure. So if you're actively trading today, I'd be yeah, keeping Bloomberg on in the background, because you're going to need to know what's going on. And this is the 8-hour chart. Things still looking very bullish here. One thing to note here though is the declining volume on the upside move. So that is a concern. So this typically means that we're going to get a reversal here. So because this volume is going down, this is on the BTC USDT chart, so it's pretty liquid, this market, and it looks like volume is dropping while we're heading up, so that's definitely a concern. So yeah, my opinion right now is to be sitting flat, obviously. And if you're in a long trade, to be taking profits around this area here, because the inevitable pullback will come eventually, and yeah, we have to be prepared for that. So alright, I'll wrap that up. I wish you all the best in the next couple of hours, because yeah, you're going to get some volatility, I think, and I'll see you guys in the next update.